Which one of you has been eating all the Cheetos?
What? It's a Cheetos thing.
We're gonna need like a half day off tomorrow. Just for 9 months. I can't believe none of you know my baby bump. Your body has a lot of bumps. We can't keep track of what they all are. Well, this is a baby. Wait, no.
How you doing, brother?
I like those. You a Saints fan? Drew Brees. Reggie Bush, there, boy. Oh, man, he got the New Orleans Saints 13. He custom made, man. We doing it for little Saint and these. Jihad, oh, no. Whoa, whoa. Can I see the tongue? Oh. The goddamn New Orleans Saints. Oh, man. Got them down there triple knotted. What the fuck? Brother, hold on, man. Let me do 3 things. You got them triple knotted too, man. Oh. I gotta see it like that. Oh, brother, how you doing, brother? How you doing, Tanner?
Doing well, yourself?
I can talk to your shoes, though, man. I can talk to them. Oh, what the hell? Oh, my God. No way, yeah. Brother, no, man. Hold on. Got 3 things for your shoes, man. Let me rub. Let me plug. Ho, brother. Take them all down. Thank you, man. Have a nice day. How you doing, Tanner?
Shoot through your face. Don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me, bro. Okay?
Oh, he's got a gun.
I know he's got a gun.
My kids are in this car.
My kids in this car.
My kids are in this car. Daddy! Stop! My kids are in this car.
Go for that. Go for that.
Yo, babe. What the fuck is this?
What's what?
What's this? Come see this.
Bro, you always complaining about
Come
that.
see this. I just want to know what is this. What's that?
What's what?
What's that? No. Put the bucket hat back on because that looks just like you.
No, it's not. That's not
That's
me.
not you?
Is that me?
That looks like you on the beach chilling with Shorty.
No, that's not me. Look.
Biting some
Look.
ass.
He don't even got a chest tat. That's not me.
What are you talking
His
about? You
chest
can't
is-
even see his chest that well. Your hands look the same, bitch. Look at it. Look at it.
Look, my mouth is way bigger. I could have taken a way bigger piece of that ass if that was me. That's not me.
That looks just like you.
No, I don't even
Nose
have
is the
those
same.
shit.
Do it right now. Look. That looks
That's
just
not-
like
that's
you.
not me.
That looks just
That's not
like
me.
you, bro. Yo, babe.
Oh, they had the Game Awards? What were the top 5? What up, Nice? Oíste, pero ¿qué tú estás haciendo? Oye, dígame. ¿Qué tú estás jugando? ¿Tú estás jugando? Y tenemos jugo. No, café, mira. Ha. What up, though? Want me to roll something up? Hey Google, turn down one level. King Boss, what up, man? I don't really see that tag around here. Oliver El Sativa. Never seen that either. Probably Weirdo 1 and 2 manifesting some shit. Hold up, kid. Hey, liver spot in Ruger Pew, man. Where y'all at? Holla. Learn up with me to shut down. Look. I ain't even opening yet. If you should definitely look into this. I found out today. If you if you spent $300, and I think you got the 5, right? If you spend $300, you get Cyberpunk for $30 off. Boy, you couldn't beat that with an extended wiffle bat. That's why I got this, because it was $30 off. Shit cost me like $24. And they had the strategy guys. I was like, well, shit, throw that in. Let me get that. Oh, yeah. And that's the game report. I didn't even know they were doing the game awards. Evil West looks good. They just threw my boy just told me there's a free game on the thing right now. You got yours from Best Buy though. But did you spend $300 with GameStop? If you spend $300 with GameStop, you get the $30 automatic coupon and the exclusive. You know. I feel like I should have had an old white glove and shit. Not how they be doing in the videos now. And they gave this. I can't wait to rock it to the club. You know what I mean? On my demon time. Kind of like a Cuban link. Oh, no, a Cuban link. Right now with GameStop, Like, I went in and I was like, yo, I want to use my points, my GameStop Pro points. I got like 25, so I was going to take $25 off the game. And she was like, oh, well, we're having a deal right now. There's an offer for $30 off. If you purchase $300, if you spend $300 with GameStop, and it pretty much boils down to, if you bought the new console, then you're good. You would have had to spend $300 with GameStop. So, but see, if you got your console ahí at fucking Best Buy, then you have to go into GameStop and spend $300 just to get Cyberpunk for $30. But if you would have bought your console with them, which now I think about it, I don't think you did, right? Then that's what that was. Cause I didn't even know about it. And that's your update report, Everything Games. Dahuga. No, oíste, déjame quieto con un monito y luego prenda un king size blunt. Ya tú sabes. Suéltame. Oye. Diga al otro que no me jode. Tell them they're gonna have difficulty trying to hold me. So no me jode. Huh? So if you spend $300 within the last month, say or so, or through this year. I think the last month. Hold on, bet. Damn, they closing right now. They closing the door right now. I would have called them. Had we been having this conversation 15 minutes earlier, I'd have called them to find out real quick. But I know it has to deal with the console. I mean, that was an offer they were having for that. She said, if you've spent $300 with us, then you're good. I'm like, oh, I did that times 3. Spent the fucking $1,000 with them. I should get this game for free. And the season pass. Tírame something. Hell yeah. After all this spending, look, I got everything with the exception of Demon Souls, Godfall. That's it. Those are only 2 titles that are supposed to be about something that I didn't get. Boy Che. Known that man for 12 years, man. We working on 13. To hell with y'all in the bad luck. Y'all trying to cause us. All is well. You and the fam, yeah, all is good, man. You know? Politics got us a little disgruntled around here, but we good. Salute to you, man. Yeah, definitely. Oh, it ain't over, motherfuckers. It ain't over. We just got privy to a full year of actually how much the motherfucking country don't give a shit about you. Land of the free. We just got a full display of that. The only people that were looked out after this year by the country is the grubby hand, the grubby rich and whatnot. Yeah, I saw that, right? I saw that in somebody else's stream. You know, I look both ways before I cut on my stream. I saw in somebody's commentary, somebody said that to somebody, and I was like, for real? Debo dead. Well, may he rest in peace. It's my bump. It's my bike now. It's my bike. Oh, he gone? Or we gonna be talking? I'm gonna go ahead and wrap that up at Weird Universal Energy. Some of y'all should stop talking to me. May I suggest? Stop talking to me. You're getting people killed out here. Huh? Wasn't even 2 weeks ago. Niggas was calling me Debo. The term Debo, riding around on the beach cruiser. Yeah, okay. Flip-flops with the socks and all that. Now look. Alright. Willie D live talking about it. Willie D. Who Willie D? Who that? Doesn't really, I'm gonna draw a picture with the name. But rest in peace to him. Right? For the Ghetto Boys. Okay. You know, I'm getting old, you know what I mean? I'm starting to forget shit. What was I supposed to be doing? I know there was something I was supposed to be doing. Oh, it'll come back to me. I'm getting old. Da 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 da. My brother from another mother came through yesterday and blessed to God. Now respect to H.M. Tehran. You know, we sit on here a lot of times, all of us, and knock each other down and shit. But how often do you find yourself, you know what I'm saying, working with somebody, lifting somebody up, doing the opposite? Huh? Working on beating this Tenju demon on Ghost of Tsushima. He killed me like 5 times already. Facts. It's on right out. Look. And which one is that? Cause I finished Ghost of Tsushima. Hey, but no. God is good, man. God is great. You know, I got into a little disgruntlement with somebody, and they was trying to get all of my fucking ear talking about, and I'm like, shut up. I don't want to hear that shit. No, but you gotta count your blessings. I stay counting my blessings. Problem being, you're supposed to count your own blessings. Don't be counting nobody else's blessings. Worry about the blessings you got and don't got versus worrying about somebody else's blessings. So, I like to say shout out to my boy H.M. Tehran, man. The guy at the Samurai mask with the big nose. I don't know. I remember, I do, but I can't specifically remember the character. I just know I ran through there with fury at the end of my blade. Everybody was getting cut. It didn't matter. I was trying to finish that game with certain fury. I don't even remember a difficult phase in it. I ran myself door. I ran myself dalt myself. We on wake up time. I ran my sword dalt. I said I ran myself dward. But word. Difficult times ahead. People, check your circles, man. Check your circles, man. You got snakes sitting around you, man, waiting for you to fail. Fronting like they your friends, faking like they want to help, but they rather see you fail. Ugh. Some of them, I hand you the gun, you know what I mean, in hopes that you commit suicide. These times are crazy. People on there. People seriously on their demon time. People, you know, survival series. It's been that all year. And I suspect that it's going to be that all this year too. Now this year, for the first time in my life, you know, I had to rely. Hey Google, play Chill Hop Study Beats. I had to rely somewhat.
Playing the album Chill Hop Study Beats on YouTube Music.
I had to rely somewhat on
has been eating all the
America.
It's a Cheetos thing.
What? I ain't never had to rely on America. America had to rely on me being a better person and not giving a fuck. But I think in God's light, in hindsight, and looking at it, is God's way of showing me things. First time ever for me. I don't know about y'all. I don't. And I'm not trying to find out. But first time ever for me having involvement with the government. You know, the guy that y'all say, oh shit, he ain't working, this and that. Well, sorry to disappoint, but yeah, I've been in tow with the government this whole situation and scenario, and I got to experience and see exactly what I already knew. You know, this country eats its own. This country eats its own. It doesn't matter if you, well, it does matter, but nowadays it doesn't matter whether you're black, you're white, brown, or whatever. The country does not discriminate against turning you into a snack. Let me get that jackpot. I got a lottery ticket in my pocket. Hopefully hit. But versus you know, fuck this country, fuck the government, fuck Uncle Sam, fuck all that, fuck y'all. Versus that for 12 months, I went with the, you know what I mean, the patriotic, wave the flag, F-117 jets flying overhead, America, and all that. I went for that this year. First time ever. And I don't like to speak. I don't like to speak unless it's from experience. I don't like talking about things I don't know. I don't like doing iferees and imagine this and imagine that. No. I like dealing with reality. And the reality is what I thought all along, what I've always known. America don't give a damn about its participants, about its civilians. Well, not unless you're rich or you got some business. Yeah. And this is all just political. My yearly assessment thereafter being involved in politics and all that good stuff. And bring y'all up to speed, even though I'm still undecided. Apparently. Turb, who did you vote for? I didn't vote for nobody. No one. I fight for me. I felt my vote wouldn't make a difference. Notice, it ain't the difference of a vote that's going to change anything. It's already predetermined and all that good shit. So, no, I chose not to involve myself that much. But yet, be involved. This government, our government, told everybody, hey, there's this big bad disease on the loose. We're under attack. We're shutting down, go inside, fall back, eat this bread, take care of each other and yourselves, and let us handle this. Let us figure out what's really going on. I ain't heard shit about Wuhan or Wuhan in over 90 days. It was all a rave at one point. I was ready to get my Wu-Tang on. Since man took office, since bad man with orange hair took office, there was nothing but the extensive threat of, oh, we're gonna go to war, we're gonna go to war, we're going to World War III, we're going to World War III. I haven't heard one shot, I haven't seen one flare of a missile, I haven't noticed one tomahawk leaving the bay of an attack helicopter, I haven't seen bombs repeatedly dropping out of the stealth bombers at all. Any of y'all caught any of that footage? Because I didn't. I must have missed it. So now, ain't been no war. The only war that's been is the war infringed on us. The silent, quiet war. Call it COVID-19. And as usual, this one's never changed. I don't know if many of y'all noticed that or looked at our country in this way of analogy. But Take our soldiers. Yep. Take our soldiers, for example. Since Desert Storm, since Shock and Awe. What's the Operation Shock and Awe? Since Operation Shock and Awe, soldiers have been getting sick from all sorts of stuff overseas and what have you, different diseases, and basically, long story short, for the last 20 years, we ain't been taking care of our soldiers. But salute to their service. Our soldiers got sick. Our soldiers shot, disabled, brought back home. And the majority of them, a disturbing amount of them, are in the streets homeless. Wow. What a surprise. They did the same thing to the civilians? We were set on an objective and on a mission, on a route for nothing. Nothing but to waste time. What did the soldiers go over there for? The oil, right? Wrong. We don't own any oil fields now, do we? Did we take over Saddam's and what was his name again? Bin Laden and so forth and so on. Did we take over the oil field? No, we didn't. No, we did not. It still belonged to Sheikh Mudaji, the next in line for the ISIS and all that. Whatever. Meanwhile, back at home, the walls are crumbling down. And the war is amongst all of us. Black American male within this country, we at war all the damn time.
New releases, playlists, and more in one spot.
We're everybody. You, him, her, them, sometimes ourselves. And I had somebody tell me, I guess out of lack of concern or something, and you got a lot of people hell-bent in the wrong directions. You know, the health issue is a matter within this country. Big matter within this country. At this moment, they're trying to do away with the little bit of assistance for health that they have in place for people. They're trying to do away with that while we're in the middle of a whole health crisis. Right? Corona ain't good for nobody. I don't give a damn if you catch it and you go through the symptoms and then I guess you're right or something. I don't know. But apparently 5 out of 10 that come down with it don't make it out of it. And for the 5 that do make it out of it, 3 of them ain't got health insurance. So they on their own. As usual, got people dying in this country and you got people that just don't aren't moved by it. Me, I have no interest in dying. Not yet. I'm not ready, honestly. I need at least another decade. It's just a shame to see how easily they were able to tear us down, to have us tear each other down instead of us tearing down the system. For the insurance of being healthy versus being killed or being pitted in a situation to, consider killing somebody. Country hasn't done anything. I went with the country's plan from the door. The pandemic relief and all that. They helped out. They did exactly what they do in politics. They give you enough reason to rally for them, to be interested in what they're talking about or what their plan is, for you to get behind the plan. They give you enough, and then they snatch the rug from up under you. This is what they do. So now, that's happened for all the Americans that, followed the plan. I don't know, some might have not followed the plan, and they might be worse off, they might not be here, they may be better off, whatever. Following the rules, as a citizen is just an American thing. It's what we're all supposed to do. But if your government tells you there's this killer disease on the loose that they know nothing about really, but all of a sudden we're all experts in it. The government don't know crap about it really. They're trying to figure it out, but
YouTube Music Premium. Start a 1 month.
Us as Americans, we all know it all, so we know everything. But in the interim of that, it's caused nothing but separation, division amongst families, friends, cultures, communities, you name it. We've been set up yet again. That's what I see. That's how I feel. I was saying all along, it's a bit of a shit show. That doesn't seem to be ran correct. I don't know. Well, end result. They managed to destroy, eradicate 30% of the country's status overall. Not coming back from. Businesses done. Families done. Death toll count. Just undoing so much shit. And it's been a financial battle. They knew that the majority, remember we did those numbers before. Not here within my screen. It was just a freaking thing that everybody was talking about. There's the 99% and the 1%. Now, 99% was living check to check. Some people check to check, but yet still had something in the bank. Some just check. They knew that. And they put this in play. They put themselves in a position to have all those people's livelihood in their hands. Everybody was using survival tactics, and it was working for them. People, living 2 checks out, or 3 checks, a check out, check to check, still living, still making it, all right. It wouldn't take much to offset that. It hasn't. It just took for them to give us a scare in cahoots with somebody else and have everybody discombobulated about what the hell is going on with their future. And voila! Phase 1 of, disassembling America underway. To say it's not real, you'd be fake to yourself. I think at this point, at the end of the year, we can safely all say, I know someone that passed away due to COVID, that's no longer here due to COVID. Or I know someone that's affected by it. The disease itself, not like actually having COVID. Because COVID has brought about 4 different waves of effect. They've said, I've heard, who was it? Ronald Reagan. If aliens were to come, were to show up, it'd be amazing. Basically, I'm using my own words, but it'd be amazing to see how quick people would unify, how quick we would come together for a common cause, which would be survival, and we'd put division and all sorts of other things to the side if the aliens came. And they weren't shapeshifters, they couldn't trick us, they were obvious, like they looked like the Predator or something, you know what I mean? When you see one. We as humans would have bonded together because we all have one common problem. COVID punches holes in those theories. We all have one common problem. It's called COVID. It's an alien virus. Somehow, people ain't been coming together. People have been tearing and, pushing away, tearing each other down. Like I said, there's a 5-way effect of it. On some fronts, it has brought people together. And that's good. I'm also somebody who feels tragedy. It should not take tragedy and tragic situations and traumatic experiences to bring people together. Y'all slow. You shouldn't have to destroy some buildings for the city to pull together. The city should just pull together. Then maybe the buildings would have never got destroyed. People always playing catch up and damage control. And they do poor jobs at that. Bring it back full circle. That's what I've learned. The government has done a very poor job at the job that they are hired to do. The government is what? To govern something. To oversee all movements, all enactment. Make sure everything's all right. Make sure the law is in order, things are running cohesively, yada make yada, so forth and so on. Govern. Hey, governor. I don't know what y'all see. I'm telling you what I see. This is the worst recession, depression ever. I mean, the fuck? They say that we, right now, we're two times worse off than our great grandparents were with the Great Depression. This is the extreme depression. Make a reference to Denzel Washington's, one of his latest movies, American Gangster. Many of you seen it, right? Remember when the cop, the main cop that was working with Denzel and whatnot, not the bad cop, not, you see that? Says I'm special. Not that cop. The main cop, the white dude. Remember when he went out to New Jersey and he was following the money, when he ran into that special cop? Hey, I'm following the money. This is it. Before, when he was following the money, he was talking to his chief, and he was like, "Yo, they're going across the bridge to New Jersey. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?" And he told his boys, "Yo, I'm gonna follow the money. I'm following the money." He said, "Here I go again, putting my life on the line for 20,000. This is the story of my life." In fact, pardon self, that was a conversation that they had back at the office when he gave him the 20,000. He said, "Hey, I'm giving this to you. Comes up missing, any of that, I can't help you. You're on your own. Make sure it doesn't come up missing." And he was like, "Oh, here I go again, putting my life on the line for 20,000. I bring all that about and to mention because, one, after this government shit, they gave people $1,200 check. That was it. Some people, that's all they got. To survive 2020, you got $1,200. They was out here shouting, "Fuck 12." I think that's why they gave y'all $1,200. On the other hand, as far as the pandemic relief, unemployment situation, totality, basically, they gave people 20,000. They gave people $20,000. You know, 1,000 a week. They did it for about 20 weeks, then they stopped for 20 weeks. 2020 vision. Huh? $20,000 is what? $2,000 more than what the hell you would make working at McDonald's, Wendy's. I heard Chick-fil-A is paying like $1 more or so possibly not Chick-fil-A. But it's what someone grosses annually at McDonald's. So, people that govern our government have said, hey, things are dangerous, it's crazy out here, go inside, Don't even worry about it. We got you. And gave everybody McDonald's salary up front. Quick, got it out the way. Went on vacation, came back. Hey, y'all, what y'all doing? Everything all right? They've sat back. I've watched. I've experienced for myself. They've sat back throughout the year and played the blame game. You know, when you go into a room, something's broken. And there's 3 kids in the room. Something's broken, you hear a crash. What's going on in here? One of them not talking, they ain't finished saying nothing. One of them claiming they didn't see nothing. The other one, they didn't know. They didn't hear nothing. They don't know. Just like the little 3 monkeys. Ten out of 10 times, they'll end up telling, oh, he did it. She did it. And then they'll be like, no, he did it. She did it. That's politics. That's my interpretation of politics. A bunch of kids in the room blaming each other for something they did. They had involvement in. Just put some suits on them, give them a nice salary, and let's call them politicians. That nice salary is what makes a difference from you and I and everybody else not getting any salary. Jackpot. Let me get that though. And the funny thing, the kicker, see, that's why I've loved my non-involvement as far as politics go and have one. I've always respected that position. Like, who are you voting for? Don't ask me. Because it turns out, nobody. They all do the same shit. They all work together for a common cause. Hey, look. Their houses are fine. They're good. They got Secret Service around the building. Got security, stability, insurance. They're good. They're good. Dinner, breakfast, lunch. No missed meals. No. They're not going to food banks. Imagine that. Imagine running into Nancy Pelosi or Mitch McConnell or any politician in line at a food bank. Then you know times are really bad. For everybody. But they're not. Because the people that, and this is what I said, I find it funny. That's why I don't like to have any involvement. The people that y'all elected, that y'all sat down and listened to and went and voted in, don't seem to have your best interests in hand at all. That is, if you're part of the common folk, oh yeah, they don't give a damn about you. You know, if you're in with the business, you know, somehow out here ripping people off or, you know, whatever, or you provide a service that is relevant to them, well, all praises to you and your efforts. But other than that, the plan to me seems to be, you know, we're finna knock everybody off their proverbial high horse. Bring the walls crashing down. And keep that package of carrots attached to the string out in front of the herd of donkeys. It's what powers this country. some form of enslavement. And I pray for the good people and my people to survive through it. Not to succumb to it. For me, I'm not a stranger to struggle. Okay? For 7 years, if you were to just judge me by my streams for what I show you, what you see, well then you possibly might think, oh, he good, everything all right. It's not the case. I've never once ever said, I'm rich, bitch. So I was you to see me fucking doing all that shit on the couch. Fuck this couch. I'd have went there. Nah. I'm doing alright, bitch. More like. And I know there's a wave of people that would love to see me doing, and people like me doing otherwise. Doing bad, real bad. But damn all that. The whole country doing bad. We all have to save face. Unless, of course, you're a trust fund baby, or you hit the lottery, or you got a heavy lawsuit, or what else? How else do you come into mass amounts of money to the point where you don't have to worry about it? You earned it, or you stole it from someone, or someone gave it to you or handed it down to you. But regardless, if you don't have it, then everything I'm saying affects you. And even if you do have it, what I'm saying affects you too. This is the land of have and have nots, right? I know where the hell I'm at. Do y'all? They have turned the actual dream of hardworking citizens earning their dream into a nightmare. They did that. They did that in half a year. Shit. 1 quarter, 3 months. All they needed is, hey, COVID. COVID, then we gonna stoke the flames. George Floyd. Now y'all all get inside and deal with them emotions. And you don't even want to know. And if you did want to know, I wouldn't know where to begin to tell you. But how much more has happened, you know, shit that infuriated the entire world, pretty much a lot. Yeah, brought a lot of support with the George Floyd, right? Okay, where them vibes today? Oh, but be, you know, appalled to find out there's been another 20 cases. There's been another 20 George Floyds, and it's just swept under the rug, you know. A lot gets swept under the rug. A lot gets swept under the rug. Because we all have other things we need to worry about, like our own survival and COVID. Mm. From beginning to today, I have not changed my narrative, nor my energy, or my focus on these matters. Stay safe, stay smart, stay up, basically, is what I address all the time. Don't overexert yourself, don't, do your best to not let these things get to you, even though they are going to get to you. Do your best to handle them. People's livelihood in the balance is super stressful. I've been there before, way before COVID came around. And different people handle the same pressures differently. Some pressures break people, some strengthen them. I've had my fair share through results with struggle. But this time around, I don't know, it's the merry-go-round for me. See, I feel this country, the system, has always been poised, been directed against me. It ain't for me. Nah. I'm a born rebel. By default, a color code. Because they founded this place on color coding. It was written on the walls and all that. This color allowed here, this color allowed there. Pretty basic. It's still that. So, yeah. They have always been playing with people's livelihood, man. And everything they did to the hood, politically, is being done on a larger scale now. Suburbia, the hood, and everything in between, rural areas. It's all been trampled on. It's all been attacked. If you don't have a bunker to fall back to, an underground bunker with a sweet ventilation system, and you can hang it up. Hey Google, play Chill Hop Study Beats.
Playing the album Chill Hop Study Beats on YouTube Music.
Where there's love, there's family. Where it's a taste of welcome.
Give me a second, huh? I know these politics, huh? Don. The little Don checking in. What's going on, man? Yeah. I ain't got a mile on. I'm unprotected, but yet protected. And at the moment he noticed, I changed that. Break out the tiger style. Not much. Oh, something else fell. What's this? The ruby.
Cool breath. Pause. Breathe it in.
Reach for the tiger and the ruby came out the eyes. They used to have a gold tiger with rubies in his eyes. Hey. Good to see you, man. Good to see you in the running with the rest of us. Some of y'all ain't said nothing. Good to know you there. Stay quiet. Lurk and learn. I know that from experience and experiencing, I could say that things may look impossible. They may seem like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. No way out. I can say wholeheartedly that the key word in that is seams. So you may be hanging on by the seams and just be getting by the seams of your pants. Or, the skin of your teeth, and it seems like you're about to get your teeth knocked out your head, but you don't. Even though they always say, hey, dawn is darkest before the light. We are here at that dawn. Today's what, the 10th? Yeah. 15 days. Two full weeks in a day out in front of Christmas. Less than 3 weeks. From the end of the year.
Introducing the Explore tab on YouTube Music. Find new releases, playlists, and more in one spot.
Someone made a mention to me about counting blessings or appreciating them. I'm gonna pass that on. Be appreciative in having the gift of us all still being here. And we ain't all still here, really, though. Some of us missing. But to be in the running, to still be here. You can't always predict life. You make plans. Plans change. But stay the path, fight the good fight. Don't succumb to the negativity that is awaiting most of us. And before you know it, you'll notice a ray of light. So, all said to be understood. Even when there isn't, even when there seems that there isn't, we need to keep the faith. I haven't heard it, I haven't said it in a while, but I'm certain it's appropriate and fitting. These times have been sent to try men's souls. Women too. These times have been sent to try our souls. It's a whole dispositional war out here, financial war, form of gentrification going on. All for money. Money is what? Something we all need, but money is what again? The root of all evil. So we need that evil. It's a necessary evil. And they done got so evil with the evil, they seen that everybody ain't getting none. It's the evil dead out here. while claiming and accusing what some people are, just not us, the people, getting rich off of other people's demise, misery, and, you know, shortcoming or lack thereof. See, nobody got a fair warning at all. We've all had to break into our bug out bags, our survival modes and whatnot. And that's meant a host of different things for and to different people. Trolling has hit a whole all-time low and high. You know, hurt people hurt people. So we still see that. And I ain't talking playroom. The American people are being trolled by its own government. Huh. As usual, you get the haves trolling the have-nots.
From your video recipe. Start a free trial now.
And as of late, their fake neutral position politically is that one of, oh, I see you struggling, I care. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna rally some people and we're going to talk about trying to get you some help. Because, well, hold on. Let me get back to you tomorrow. I got to think about some of the things I just said. And then tomorrow, it's, okay, you know what I said yesterday? No, that's off the table. Because we're going to listen to the other people now. We got to give them a chance to talk. And you hear from the other people. They're like, oh, people don't need anything. America's fine. Everything's good. The way it should be. This is coming from a person who has, you know, I don't know, 7 estates, all sorts of properties, investments and shares and whatnot. They probably haven't actually touched $1 this year. They haven't touched they haven't came in contact with actual tender like we have. They haven't. No, for them it's all card, and they probably have someone that they tell to spend for them. You know, counting and all sorts of other shit. They don't even run the card, just charge it to the game. You know, write it off, electrical check. Have some drones drop it off at the estate. It is an actual crying shame. The state that America, the world is in. You know, all things 2020. In my time, still my time, we on my time. But in my time of, coming up, the belief was that, by 2000, everything be futuristic. It's 20 years later. This shit still feels very primitive, very, you know what I mean? Barbaric. I don't know about state-of-the-art and futuristic, no. And anything that they do have that's state-of-the-art and futuristic, they're using against us. This works against me. Yours works against you too. Just like yourself, somebody's sitting here listening. I would say good. Well, y'all don't want to talk, I will. My voice be heard. And what I can easily repeat yet again, check me in the archive of things I say. And this isn't something I brought about, all things COVID. No, all things politics. Me? For years, always. The system just needs to have some compassion. It seems to have everything else but compassion. There's no compassion. No empathy. No remorse. The system's all about holding us accountable for our problems and our shortcomings, but it doesn't hold itself accountable for its shortcomings and its problems. We elect people that plead for years that they want that position because they want to make a change. They want the system to be better. These are your politicians, these are, a lot of people. I mean, we all have our parts within the system.
Introducing song lyrics on YouTube Music, so you can sing along to your favorites.
I forget which artist it was back in 1992. But on the cover of their album, they had the Statue of Liberty eating people. And they were like, America eats its own. And that stayed with me. And that's the truth. And that's what's needed to change. If that were to change, with us being one of the richest countries in existence, man, we could do so much more and be so much more. But it would seem the government don't want that. People that govern this country, they don't want that. They want that, but only for themselves. Greed. You know, greed lives here, right? Greed don't really reside in Europe like that. Greed lives with us here. I don't know where it's at exactly, but I'm just saying. So people just want to live their lives. They don't want to be the richest person on the planet. Because if you haven't noticed, the richest people on the planet, they're all our targets. One way or another. We all got something to say about somebody that's 100 times richer than us. Don't you? Oh, I'd like to be like them. Oh, all right. Well, then you're them. And then you'll find out, nah, this ain't where it's really at. Because now you're a target by the entire country. World even. If you're world renowned. Now I'm known, right? Like, some people just want to live, put in some work, obtain some security, stability. That's all. That's what some people want. And they can't even get that. You can't get that. But then, don't forget, our country, our system, has every last one of us rigged to get it all. Get it all. Get everything. Alright? I've been in them streets, was raised by them for a portion of my life. Been in the projects, was born into them. Lights turned on, that's where we was at. Been in the American dream home with the white picket fence out front. Federal colonial townhouse, 14 room. Pretty fucking good. Yeah, neighborhood mansion. Been there. That was mine. Hey Google, play chill hop, jazz beats.
Playing Chill Hop Year Mix 2019 hot beverage jazz beats and lo-fi hip hop on YouTube Music.
Making Dad's famous turkey? It's gonna be great.
Within the system, juvenile, adult, correctional facility systems, been there. And not for nobody's 30-day visit. Shelters, been there. All the different levels of living status, been there. So when I tell you and when I say now to an audience, to people who hear, hey, may be dark, but keep the faith. There's light at the end of every tunnel. Just some tunnels are longer than the others. Believe me. I tell you because I speak from experience. As I sit here again, to point out, as I mentioned earlier, if you've watched me and been chilling with me for the last 7 from day one on this, well, no, probably wouldn't have picked up much signs of any of that. It ain't nothing that I boast about. It ain't nothing that I'm looking to have war story or conversation or comparison about or challenge with other people about. No, what I know and what I've experienced, I know and I've experienced. And it comes about if we're in that area of conversation. 9 out of 10 times. That 10th time is me keeping it to myself. Knowing what I know. Knowing what other people don't. And then listening to them run their mouth of what they think it is. And then giving them, complete reading about themselves and how they're off. But all that don't really help nobody. I mean, it helps me to realize that people are quick to assume, people are quick to judge, quick to profile. But slow to realize who they dealing with and what's what. And I noticed that too within our fine American culture. Most people don't believe shit stinks until you show them some actual shit. You don't have to show me shit. I know it stinks. I'm aware nobody's shit smells like roses. I don't need to go around checking everybody's shit. Oh yeah. I lived outside of this country and shit. Outside the walls and the American barriers of this country. For 7 years. I've been back for 20. Left 1993, came back 2000. And I really wasn't even supposed to be back, kind of like. It was part of a plan that went wrong. But I'm back. I probably still would have had a heavy accent, a heavy French accent. And, been in Paris. but it turns out we still chirped up. And I can assure you, this year right here, I feel like, you know, because no matter how negative a situation is, there's always something positive to take from it. But I feel that I learned a few things that I needed to learn. And I improved on a couple things that I needed improving on. Aligning and put myself on a better path for the future, provided there'll still be a future. See, me still, why I should be and why I could be an insider of it, not ready for the end of the world. I'm not on that boat. Sometimes I feel like it might be the end of my world, but the boat crashes right through the iceberg and doesn't sink like the Titanic did. Let me take a little peek here. And our current politics and movements. Who that? Santa Claus? Okay. I can dig it. But that's crazy. So when I look out there, it says 420. 4 people, 20 comments. Go take a look for yourself. In here, it's 319. All good. Just being observant. Cyberpunk sitting on the couch right there. Strategy guide and all. And it's funny, I got to play some of it last night. And they had a write-up in there right in the beginning. I'll show it, but I might not end up going through the same route that I did in the game last night. So I hope that I, find it. But they have a write-up in there that's about everything that's going on within this year. Right. Matter of fact, I might intentionally just go through it so we can pull that up. I'll leave it at that though, and at this. Hope the best for all of us, as always have. Whether you one of my Graveyardians observer, friend, lurker, obsessed weirdo. I truly do hope the best for you. That's where I'll leave that at, though.
Alright, what's up? MKBHD here. So, we got a little surprise, a little quiet but not so quiet addition to Apple's holiday season stuff, a little one more thing on top of their one more thing. So they've added to their headphone lineup, and there's a new pair of over-ear, wireless, noise-canceling Apple headphones, and they're called AirPods Max, and they cost $550. And I got them right here. Now, I didn't really know what to make of the name right off the bat. I don't think I would have named them AirPods personally, but hey, if you look at the rest of Apple's lineup, I guess all of their audio products have pod in them. There's EarPods, AirPods, HomePods, so fine. Either way, this is the box, and it's a pretty big box for a pair of headphones, but you can see we have this minty green color here today to get into. And when you pop that top, get into the top of the box, first thing you see is the headphones inside. Already inside the smart case, because they don't fold, they don't pack down at all. This is how you travel with them, this is how they ship, in this case with the bands as a handle. But we'll get to that in a minute. I'm just going to take them out of the case for the first time, and the metal of the headphones is actually legit cold to the touch, which is pretty sweet, not gonna lie. I can get the paper off of the smarter case so we can admire that too in all of its glory. Anyway, not much else in the box. You get a little bit of paperwork, no Apple stickers, and there is one cable, but not the typical cable that comes with headphones. No, this is a USB Type-C to Lightning cable. There is no brick, and this is purely for charging, and there's no audio cable included. That'll be another $35 from Apple.com. But yeah, there you have the headphones. Pretty unique. They look like those huge planar magnetic headphones from back in the day, but like a modernized version of that design. I guess it's kind of classic. This green here probably isn't the best looking color, if I'm being real, but that's it. We can get it back into the smart case, slap that magnet shut, and we're off to the races. So, it turns out there is a lot of really interesting stuff with this particular pair of headphones. I mean, you guys have seen headphones before, I've reviewed them, but there's a lot that's different, a lot that's unique about these that you don't really see very often. And so, while this isn't my review, that'll be coming up soon, and definitely make sure you're subscribed to be among the first to see that if you haven't already. This is just going to be my first impressions and the top 5 things you should know about these new AirPods. So number 1, the materials. Like I said, when I took it out the box, the metal was cold to the touch. So these have a stainless steel flexible frame, and then the ear cups I was touching are aluminum. There's these shiny telescoping arms and ball head joints on the ear cups that let them move around a little over 90 degrees. Overall, there is no doubt these are built very well. There's no creaks, no gaps anywhere. I mean, even the little slide to expand the headphones is really satisfying because there's a lot of resistance, and I think I actually like this more than the typical plastic clicks to expand. But really, the materials aren't actually as important as the overall comfort. And these are going to sit on top of the head pretty nice. That mesh band at the top is basically designed to distribute the weight as evenly as possible across your head and be kind of breathable. And it is really soft, which is awesome, but we'll see about durability long term. I think it's probably worth it though, because with all this metal, they are heavy headphones. They come in at a hefty 386 grams compared to the much lighter 250 grams of my Sony XM4s. But yeah, I mean, as far as just high-grade headphones go, aside from this one's particular lack of sweat or water resistance, it just doesn't get much better built than this. That's just facts. By the way, the color options, same as the iPad Air. So black, silver, light blue, pink, and this sort of minty green. All right, number 2, the ear cups. Magnetic. so they just pop off pretty easily. They do stay on really well in their sort of groove when you're wearing them, and obviously most of the time they don't just flop off, but when you really do pull them to take them off, they come off. And that's actually really smart because most people should replace the ear cups on their headphones every once in a while. The metal part, the outside, that's designed to last a long time, but the inside, especially with softer materials and leathers, you see that a lot. People sort of outgrow the ear pad and then just buy new headphones. So this is a good idea. Now Apple is very happy to sell you some new ear pads for $69 a set, but I guess a nice bonus, at least, is that you can actually mix and match colors if you want to. Would have been nice if you could customize your cushion color straight from the order page, and MacRumors even put together a little visual aid so you can see what the different color combos look like. But that's just the most Apple thing you've ever heard, isn't it? Buying $550 headphones and having to spend an extra $70 to change part of the color. But number 3 is the controls. So there are no touch controls anywhere on the sides of either of the ear cups, as there are with a lot of other wireless headphones. Instead, they borrow the digital crown from the Apple Watch, plus there's an extra noise cancellation button just to go on or off with transparency or noise cancellation. I might have preferred to see these buttons at the bottom of the ear cups for better reachability, but overall, this is probably honestly better than a lot of the finicky touch controls. I like when there's a physical control, like on Microsoft's headphones, having that big dial spinning, that was sweet too. So here on the Apple headphones, you can spin that digital crown for volume, you can tap it in to answer calls, or double tap to go forward, triple tap to go back, etc. And also in iOS 14.3, when you update, there's controls and support built in that let you reverse the scrolling direction for the crown in case you end up getting it backwards. Then number 4, the case. So let's just get the jokes out of the way right off the top, shall we? It looks like a purse that doesn't really hold much, and it looks like a bra. Like, no way around it. But for real, this is a super strange case to me. So they call it the Smart Case. It comes with the headphones. And the headphones literally just slot in here and close with a magnet. And my very first impression is there is no redeeming quality about this case at all. The headphones don't actually fold down or get more compact to travel with. The most durable part of the headphone is covered, and the softest, least durable part is your carrying strap. It's the most exposed part. And then it doesn't even fully protect all of it. There's like slots in here. I understand you can charge here if you want to plug them in via lightning, but what is all this? This case is weird. And then also something to note, there is no on-off button with these headphones. So instead, you put them in this case, and when the magnet shuts, it detects that they're in the case, and they go, okay, we don't need to be on anymore. It goes into this ultra-low power state to save battery. And that's cool. That's really smart, and that means you don't have to remember to turn them off every time. And as soon as you take them out the case, they wake up, and it's like you never turn them off. Easy. But now, that means you have to use this case to turn the headphones off. And if you don't use this case, they will just sit around draining battery for about 2 hours before they go into auto low power mode. Not sure if other cases can be made that also use magnets to trigger this low power mode. That remains to be seen. But then number 5, last but not least, is the smart features. So this is the part that's going to require the most additional testing for me, because basically, aside from sound quality, which first impression is very good, and noise cancellation is right about on par with AirPods Pro. Basically, they're incredibly good with white noise, but there's a lot more testing for this sort of thing for the full review. And there's a lot of smart features too. There's the dual H1 chips doing a lot of computing as you listen to music, one in each ear. There's 9 microphones this time for noise cancellation and transparency mode. And there are, of course, Apple headphones made to be used with iPhones and Apple products. So when you use it with an iPhone, you get features like audio sharing, Siri, you're reading your text messages, and the instant pairing, and all that fun stuff. But like I said, I'm going to get super into this and the audio quality and in-depth thoughts on all this stuff in the full review. This is just the impression, and there's a lot of testing to be done. But at the end of the day, you know what's the hardest part for me about these? Is I don't really know what exactly to compare them to. Like, of course, I plan on putting them through the ringer and very thoroughly testing them, because at $550, they deserve that, and you deserve that. But I guess I want to hear from you in the comment section what you specifically want to know about these headphones? What do you care about with
they
headphones
connect
like
to the
this? Like, my natural
PS5.
instinct, as you probably saw on Twitter, was to compare them to my precious, a lot of people's favorite wireless headphones ever, which is the Sony's and the XM4s. They're basically the top-of-the-line industry favorite noise-canceling wireless headphones, and as you know, those headphones have the absolute best noise cancellation I've ever heard. They're lightweight and comfortable. They have a longer 30-hour battery life. They actually fold for travel. They come with a real protective case. They come with an audio cable, and they're $200 less at their absolute maximum of $350, but you can already find them for less than that. So by that logic, at least on paper, Sony's headphones absolutely beat Apple's headphones in pretty much every metric, right? But I feel like a lot of people aren't going to use that as a comparison, interestingly enough. Maybe it's like the Pro Display XDR, where you have to compare it to the super ultra high-end reference grade stuff to appreciate it. So if I'm comparing it to my $2,400 Sennheiser headphones that I've edited with, maybe this is a lighter weight, wireless, smaller, cheaper version of that works with more devices. Maybe that's the comparison. Or maybe it is somewhere in the middle with, like, you know, the Sennheiser HD650 or even the Drop THX Panda headphones, somewhere in that high-end audiophile range, except now it's just Apple's entry into that space. It's hard to say. But at the end of the day, if you're here for my take, for my first impression, I have listened to these for a couple hours now, and they sound really good. But do they sound $550 good? You're starting to approach the limits of wireless audio, so TBD. They are built extremely well, but does that alone make them worth $550? Not really. They of course have all Apple's smart features, and I don't think that by itself is going to make you buy headphones that expensive, but maybe all of this stuff combined, maybe, just maybe all of that put together, well, there's an audience for it, because they're sold out already. But either way, I hope to find that out all in the full review. This has just been my first look, first impressions of AirPods Max. A weird name, I'm not going to get used to saying that for a while, but again, let me know what you think, what you want to know about these headphones. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Exactly. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.